So, context of this game. Once again, let's go. This is a ranked game. This is a Masters GM ELO game. There's a lot of players recognize that are like Masters, more or less, at least. Maybe not GM. Well, Carl gets GM easy, but if you try hard. So looking at our big boy here, Carl Sagan on the Atlas. Why is this so thick? Oh, because I'm swiping it. Feels bad, man. Yeah, watching our big boy here, Carl Sagan on the Atlas. Beep beep boop bop boop. Let's look at drafts. Okay, so today is August 16th. If you're wondering about meta, and in August 16th, Barik is pretty fucking trash, dude. Not the player, but the character. It's very, very unfortunate that they have a Barik. He doesn't win point very much. He doesn't really do much, so that's rough. Cassie's fine, but she doesn't have too much range, but she's okay. She's got good ult against Charlene. And I think she has a good matchup with Xin. If she baits his shit out and then uses her abilities, it's not too bad. Maeve pick is kind of whatever. I don't know if I love it, but it's not too bad. It's okay on this map because there's a lot of oh, can I please? On this map, there's a lot of like jumping up and down places, and like there's a lot of like verticality potential. So Maeve is not too bad. Maeve pick isn't too bad. Classic Genos, a solo Genos with this like double tank. It's mediocre, but it's not too bad because Atlas has rewind to heal up, right? He can just fucking turn the clock back. And the Barik just has 3000 HP, I think. He only has 3k HP. So he doesn't need that much healing. Plus, he should have some turret sustain in here. So comp-wise, it's okay. They might be missing a bit of range for the map. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Might be missing a bit of range for the map, a bit of hit scan, like a Lian or a Victor or something, like for like very long fights, but the Cassie can kind of deal with that. The enemy team only has Shalin, so it's not too bad. Enemy team have a classic Inara. I don't really know if I like this double support combo. It's not too bad. Aya right now is pretty mediocre because her dog gets cauterized and her dog gets can get killed. It's got a bit low HP. So Aya herself's not that great, but it's not too bad. Having the Furia as the aggressive support is pretty good. Like if this was Io Damba, it would be pretty bad. If this was Io Corvus, I don't know if I like it that much. But they have Furia to be the aggressive character. They have a Xin that's gonna get kind of pocketed, but I don't really like. As I said, like on this team, if they're gonna do double supports, I don't really like that it's Io in the double supports, but it's still okay. Otherwise, Xin is acting as the off tank with the Io that should be playing the Furia that should be playing with him here. So these two are going to be contesting these two. More or less, it's going to be the flank matchup if there is a flank matchup. And then Inara's just going to win point against Barik because she's Inara. Plus she has fucking Io dog. Plus she has double support. So this team here can't really play too passive. They don't really win off of long term. Like they don't win long term fights because they have the worst tank. They have solo heal, who is the Genos who heals very slowly. And that's about it. Just because of these two things. Barik loses point hard, and if they play for sustain and they play for long term, they get out healed a lot. So the sustain's not that good. And this team's gonna get ults pretty fast, especially Furia ult. Furia ult's gonna come in very, very early, so it's not that great for this team. So yeah, this team needs to be playing aggressive off the Atlas play. Let's see. So what do we expect to see from these setups? First of all, which team we are? We're on red team. Once again, we're following Carl mainly. Let's talk about the matchups for Atlas. What the fuck does Atlas do against Xin? The Atlas is actually not too bad against Xin because you can bait all of Xin's cooldowns and then rewind him around the corner, especially if you're playing I don't know if I'd want to be playing this talent here. I feel like especially against Xin, maybe you might change. I think I'm gonna be playing Deja Vu. So like, cause Xin basically, if this is like the corner, right? Xin likes to play in this corner here, and then like he'll have his counter, he'll fight, he'll back around the corner, he might dash out or something into another corner. If you could just Deja Vu and just like hit the general AoE and bring him back, that fucks him up so much. Let's see if this happens in this game a lot, if you play this talent. If the Xin gets around corners and there's just fucking... If you could have rewound him, would have been really nice. So what do we expect? I think we expect pretty classic, nothing special, nothing too fancy. Barik might go to point and get farmed. That's not too great. We expect the Cassie might play around here So you could see... Oh, I can't go over this. We could see Cassie play down here to get dismounts on the Xin and stuff, or she can just come up here and just play normal, you know. Just come up here, take space here, and do whatever. And then... So from here... We'd have Atlas Maeve maybe push through, do something behind. Or Atlas can come here and he can split the map with his huge shield, you know. If he splits the map like this, not too bad for him. Like a good Atlas wall here, like if you wall like this as Atlas, really fucking nuts. Because the enemy team has to push up into this space and into the open to do anything from here. From here you already have high ground and you have the wall protection on top of it. So here they get exposed, here they get pushed back or they can't do anything. And you can, and this cross fight is very very positive for you. So I'm guessing this would be a good wall. Like these walls, I don't know if I like a straight on wall like this, because this team's just gonna have space and push up like this, and you don't really get that much space. So the whole concept of having walls and shields is, let's say we're on a let's see, can we find someone in this map? Let's just take here for example. Okay. Yeah, let's take here for example. So what you'll see people do, you'll see like a barrack, let's say like you have barrack, right? He'll play down here. He'll be here and then he's gonna wanna like fight out here, so he'll shield like this, right? He'll have barrack shield pop up like this. Boom, he's here, so he can play here and shoot everyone out here safely. That's not too bad because you can play a bit more aggressive, but then the enemy team, what they can do is they can easily like play around these corners and just back out and be safe. So what you want to be doing with shields is, instead of like just allowing you to play in the open where you are, you want them to give you space, right? And the Atlas wall is a shield, obviously. So like if I was a barrack and I wanted to be able to do this, I'd like want to place my shield up here, if possible. And so this way you take this much space, and you can. This is easy to do with Atlas shields, especially in diagonal. But yeah, you take like the shield here, so now you can play out here, and you have control of all this area on top of like your normal line. And so this is what we're going to be looking to do with the Atlas shield. Just try and position it a bit more aggressive, not too aggressive, because then the enemy team can walk into it and not be in danger. But you want to have it like really, like for example on this area, if the shield's like this allows your team to play out here and fucks up their team because they can't fight like this. If the shield's here, if the shield's here, same thing, except your team's also safe from the Inara. So yeah, you just want to be having your shield and your spacing a bit outside of where your team's going to be playing normally. So this way it gives you a bit more space and gives you more leeway to play. And it's a lot more dangerous. Yeah, I don't think Atlas has any bad matchups here. I think it's pretty good. Shalin kind of gets fucked. If Shalin goes invis and you know you won't, you can rewind him. But yeah, let's see if you play Big Shield first of all. I've been talking about all this stuff, but I don't even know if you're going to be playing Big Shield or not. Alright, so what are we going on? Let's see. You are playing Big Shield. Maeve has not bought anything, which is AFK. What's this build looking like? Classic build. I don't know if Big Shield, if you're playing move speed. So there's this card now where you can like reset your shield if you hit your rewind. I know you played on small shield because the cooldown is smaller first of all. Because this cooldown is like 20 seconds, the other one's like 14. Because of the 50% extra cooldown you can see from the talent. So I don't know if you want to be having that card. Could be interesting, could try it. But this gives you move speed and a lot of sustain. Plus with the Genos, having this extra sustain is always good. So it's not too bad. Yeah, is Maeve AFK? Yeah, Maeve is big AFK, which is very unfortunate for you guys. What's happening on the enemy team? The Xin is playing... I don't really know what the Xin idea is here. Like, this Xin here, I don't really like. I'd rather the Xin be playing flanky or something. Him coming here in the open just means he's gonna get outranged by Cassie on this fight here. There's no real reason. Unless he's going like this and playing under, right? If Xin plays under... and he... Oops. Can I click, please? Game, please. Stop. Oh, I fucked up. Alright, whatever. Okay. What's the delete? Control Shift 7, that's a lot. But yeah, if Xin plays, like, comes down here, goes on the point and comes out here, he can have, like, a really good flank here, or he can have a flank if anyone's playing behind this rock. Like this rock, but this side. Like, for example, I was saying the Cassie could be playing here to have long-range dismounts on this area. If the Xin comes down here, he gets an insta-kill on them, or the support that might be playing down here. So I don't really know what the Xin's doing. Other than that, pretty normal. Everyone's pushing. Everyone's vibing. Who's this? Is this up? Yeah, Barret going to point and probably going to insta-die as we said. Yeah. Let's just keep going for now. Are we on normal speed, I hope? No, we're not. Alright, normal speed. Now, pretty standard. Okay, let's look at this first wall, first of all. What? Let's see. Is this wall any good? This wall's really not that great. I guess, so what this wall's doing is it's splitting the anyone playing here. So here he's playing the Xin, because Xin was in a fucked up position. He shouldn't have been there, but whatever. I don't really know if this wall's all that good. Yeah, no, I don't think it's that good. You'd want like the wall to maybe wait a second and throw it when you're down here, so you can like affect this doorway or something, and allows your Cassie to play like out here a lot better if she's playing there. Yeah, right now your wall does absolutely nothing for Cassie. You're playing, I mean it's ranked, so you're playing for yourself also, but it does nothing for Cassie. It doesn't do much for Barrick. It's really not that much of a helpful wall. I said if you can come and like, oops, come down here and set up and like be here maybe before you set up your wall, and then you can get like a nice cross wall like this, then you really deny all this space. But now Shalin can be shooting cross, everyone can be shooting here, Xin zoned out, but who really cares? If Xin wants, he just comes here and he walks in. So you really don't want the wall to be too close to the enemy side, because even if it was like sticking out here, they still can play up here in front of your wall. So yeah, mediocre wall, that's whatever. Focusing Nara, not the play obviously, but your Maeve's not here. Maeve is I don't know what Maeve's doing. But here you'd probably want to be pushing a bit like this, trying to bully. I don't know if you're self-dismounted, but yeah, with the Atlas here I'd be trying to, I guess you can zone out the enemy team, but if Inara had no cooldowns, it would be good, but I think she probably still has all the cooldowns right now. So I don't know if it's the play. We're going to be pushing the Zen out. Oh, E3 rewind. And yeah, now you kind of use already all your cooldowns except for your self rewind, and you really haven't done much. I mean, one of the big problems is the Barrick, but whatever. Maeve just got an insta kill because life, because she was AFK and that surprised them because she came here late. But other than that, for now, all pretty standard. Wow, Maeve just popped off. So with the Atlas, obviously, especially with the build you have, well, your cooldowns are going to be super long. What item did you go, by the way? You probably went Corduroys, right? Yeah, Corduroys. So the cooldown's like 20 plus seconds, but you have move speed. So with Atlas, what you want to be doing, especially if you have Deja Vu, but with Big Shield and move speed, the way you use your rewind is you only really get value from your rewind if you're moving forward before it, right? So like, you want this Atlas here to be playing super aggressive onto people, and then counting 5 seconds and rewinding back to his original position. Because like obviously if you're playing here and just taking a trade fight with Nara and you're low HP, when you rewind you'll be at the same space, and if they push you out you get fucked. So with Atlas you want to be taking space and then rewinding back, but you've created all this space before you rewind. So yeah, here playing defensive like this, I don't know if it's the play, especially after you get the first pick. Oh, Xin just, okay, Xin's having fun. You just keep walking? Yeah, exactly, perfect. You just want to keep walking to the supports, kill Nara delayed. Probably don't want to rewind her because, yeah, stagger. So one big thing with Atlas is using your shield, especially when you're playing the Big Shield talent that has a fucking like 20-second cooldown. Using your shield at random times like this really fucks you up, because like Inara's gonna have time to respawn and be all the way back here before your shield even, or if she doesn't get dismounted too much. But yeah, Inara's gonna have a lot of time to fucking respawn and zoom in before your shield cooldown's gonna come back. Because your shield, like, I think the cooldown only starts after it ends. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Can I see what number is Atlas? He's number 7? No, he's number 6. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh wait. So yeah, so your shield cooldown's only gonna start after it goes down. So it goes down like 6 seconds later, right? Something like that. So it's gonna take 6 seconds plus whatever. Oh. And yeah, and you're gonna have like it. I want to see how. And how long was the cooldown? Yeah, 20 seconds, 21 seconds, I think it is. So now you have no shield. You do have your rewind and stuff, but yeah, you lost your biggest cooldown. You gotta be more. Gotta be a bit smarter with your shield cooldown sometimes. I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, if you can optimize shield cooldown Atlas, you fucking become nuts. Yeah, easy zone up, just walk to people, get stunned because life's fun. Overall good now, but do you have any cooldowns left? Yeah, now you have no cooldowns at all. So Atlas with no cooldowns is actually such a fucking butt character. I mean, he does a lot of damage also, but you gotta be playing passive and be playing safe. So right now, yeah, just do the same. You can just vibe around here. This should be good. Your Cassie's with you also. Fucking Zin's gonna be bullying. Zin's gonna be bullying the generals here. One thing you might want to be looking for, especially against like Inara and Terminus and stuff like this, when they have to touch in overtime. Let's say Inara uses her right click, right? Her right click, her Mother's Grace, whatever, her DR, as she's walking forward or whatever. You're gonna come here and then snipe the rewind back. It's so annoying because she has no dash, obviously. And if it's someone with a dash, even better, dude. If Nando dashes in for get a touch something, you snipe him, send him back. Now he has no dash cooldown and no rewind. So that's and no space. That's really fucked. So yeah, right now just vibe. You kind of use your cooldowns a bit too much, using everything at once. Not really everything at once, but yeah, it's okay-ish for now. Oh, you're just walking in. I can't believe you're not getting punished here. I guess, yeah, team advantage. And this wall is really good, though. Like, this wall fucking denied them so much shit. This, like, this cross wall like this, dude. It's so good. So now you can just keep playing on this line for now. Like, basically, you just play on this line until payload's up here. Your wall can just deny so much space here. Like, big wall Atlas on this area. Oof. Oof, dude. Like, you force them to come out so far. I think you have to play down here, though, because of it. I like Atlas up here, because, like, you get good angles to get good snipes. But if you're playing big wall, I think it's so much more value from playing, like, where the barrack is, kind of. Or, like, this area. Because you can just drop a wall and just cut them off this whole space. So now they gotta push out in the open here. Or, like, push up really close. Like, you guys can just do so much. And yes, and the wall has to be, as I said before, just a bit more aggressive than what your space is. So here you'd want to drop the wall like maybe like this around here. So your barrack can play out here, you can play out here and just snipe everyone. Just vibing, dude. But yeah, pretty good wall, pretty good position for now. The push should be okay. Cassie should be backlaning. And for now, just your team has to watch out that no one comes out this right side here. So I'd want the Cassie or the Maeve to be like watching for this area, for the Shalin or for the Zin to come out and bully our Genos. Actually, let's look at specifically Atlas for a second. Let's slow it down a bit and just let's have a look. Oh, that's maybe a bit too down.
Alright, they're getting hot,
Overall here, good. You have your cooldowns again? Easy roll. Good wall to save your team. That's the big thing with Atlas. You want to learn how to throw your wall to save your team. So that for example is a really good one. So the reason he threw that wall there was not to, well, it was a bit to like deny all these people from shooting him as he crossed, but it was also because the Cassie was here. Oh, this is so big. Dude, okay. Boop. Because the Cassie was here, and so with the Cassie being here, if he walls diagonally, she can use the wall like a barrack, like that wall dances, to survive the Inara as he comes and helps. Plus, it denies all this space. So that's really good. As Atlas, you want to do that. You gotta watch out, because if you like turn, use your wall and turn back, like so this is like if you look in this direction, right? You turn, throw your wall, turn back to get the wall like this. It takes a second before the wall comes out. So if you do it too fast, like if you're shooting on Androxus and flicking, it's actually gonna like the wall's gonna be dropped when you turn back, so it's not gonna be correct. So you've got to take a second, just turn, or like you have to like throw the wall a bit earlier than you think. But overall good now. Now he's just gonna zone up. He's got cooldowns, right? Got everything. You got rewind, so you can play super aggressive. You just gotta watch out in this game for the Shalin. Plus he's playing the arrow one, so you can hit around corners. The explosion one. That Shalin doesn't cripple you. So just keep in mind Shalin's fucking right click cooldown for when you're playing aggressive against him. But other than this, for now, you should just be fucking hard farming. You can hard zone them out right now. Yeah. Wow, you survived that. Comforted. And yeah, holding your cooldowns pretty well. Nice beam. Overall here, hard zoning. You can get it wall in 3 seconds. Oh. It should be easy. Here once again, if you could have walled a bit more aggressively if possible, or in diagonal. So like the wall ended up like this down here. He could have walled maybe like diagonal like this or diagonal like this, so he could like push up and play up a bit more. I guess it's like this is the extra safe wall, and I guess you are in a position where you want to survive, but I feel like also it's a position where you want to bully them because of respawns and stuff. So there's two choices: either like this, so as I said, this normal wall you sent, which is decent to just survive here and get healed up and just chill over here, but they have space to like kind of set up and like come out here. Or if you wall diagonally like this, you can really come up here and just hard bully them and play up here. Because with the wall where you were, with the wall like this, you were stuck playing here, and anyone like up here you couldn't bully them, anyone up here they were just chilling. And obviously like they're not doing anything, but you're not doing anything to them. But having that slight diagonal tilt, oof, so much space. So much space. Overall good here. You're looking to rewind the Xin if you have when you have the cooldowns. Rewinding Inara is never the play. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think rewinding Inara is ever really the play with Atlas unless you're like trying to deny her space. Unless like she's walking forward and you're trying to deny her, or if she just got a big heal. Because the thing is, Inara during the whole rewind thing, you can only rewind her when she doesn't have a right click up, right? Which is like half the time. So 50% of the time Inara has Mother's Grace and she's CC immune, unless she's playing cripple, but that's different. Let's just talk about normal Inara. So Inara's gonna have Mother's Grace up, and then when it ends, if you rewind her, you're protecting her during the whole rewind time. She's probably not gonna be low because she had Mother's Grace before, so she was getting healed and she was like healing up, unless like it's really specific situation. So yeah, and this whole time she's just getting cooldown. She's just getting her Mother's Grace cooldown back. So Atlas against Inara, except if it's for space reasoning, I don't think you almost ever use your cooldowns against her. I don't think you ever ult her, unless you stop her from touching. No freezing and no rewinding her. I think either of those are bad. This is just like, you haven't done it in this game, but just like for the rest of the people watching this or whatever. I don't think Atlas against Inara you rewind her, unless, as I said, for space. So if Inara's like alone and she's like running away trying to get safe, and you rewind her back into the open, even if she has right click, if she has normal wall, she's fucked, kinda. But yeah. But for like HP reasons, it's rough. Against the Terminus, for example, everyone knows Terminus ult, you Atlas rewind him, he's 1 HP again. That's fucking not fun. But yeah, here everyone got wiped. I don't really know what happened. Let's go back. Let's see what happened here with this wipe. I guess you turned on Inara. What's your Atlas cooldowns? You have wall cooldown, you have ults. So in this situation where Inara's like zoned up and stuff, you can use ult on back lane. Just get an ult off on. If you get Furia and Shalin, for example, it's really good for your team. But yes, whatever. And I think you have wall cooldown, which you should be using in this position. You should be using your wall like just aggressively here, just so you can isolate the Inara. So here, for example, a wall like this, what it does is it splits the Inara from her team, and you can all like, even you can play here and shoot the Inara like this, and their team can't do anything. And if they walk down, your team fucks them up. So here, use the wall like this. If you have cooldowns, as I see, this says you have cooldowns. So I believe you should have them. So yeah, here you're missing a wall, focusing Inara, just a classic. Oh, they're using ult also. Barik. Yeah, they just used Fury ult, I guess, and Barik was in a bad position. Plus he's Barik, which is, I mean, just the character. It's very unfortunate. Alright, so for making space, you should be okay. Because as I said before at the beginning, against Xin, well, you're not playing Deja Vu, but against Xin, you can really just like bully Xin, and when he uses cooldowns to get out, you can just rewind him back in, and when Xin has no cooldowns, he's a really free kill also. So, so playing with the Cassie or the Maeve should be okay to take space. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Maeve ult. Maeve ult pretty early because the Atlas isn't here yet, but you do get a kill. Get 2 kills. Okay, this should 100% be a push off of this off of these kills in this space, and the timing here. Everyone just walks in, easy, easy. Here you might want to rewind the Ayo if you can. Nice try. Unlucky. Oh, Ayo dog's on point. No one saw the dog. Oh, that feels bad. Rewinding Ayo dog. I don't know if you need to rewind there, for example. I think you could have got healed and had it for the. I guess it is against a. It is against with a general support, so it is rough. But yeah, wait, let's rewatch. Oh yeah, I wanted to lower the. My bad, I forgot. fuck, I'll just do it like this. I'll lower paladins a bit. Will we do this? Alright, so you get this noble, this is going well, everyone's pushing up, all good, kill the Inara. So how does this end up badly? Let's look at just Atlas specifically. Kill the dog. Here you rewind when I don't think you needed to rewind necessarily. Big. Do you not have shield this whole time? What's your shield cooldown? Oh, you have no shield cooldown. When did you use your shield? Oh, when did you use your shield before? That's the question. Let's go back. Wait.
Okay, real talk. I'm gonna stop that guy.
You must have used your shield around here, right? When do you use it? I'm so lost. Oh, I used it here for speed? Yeah, you used the shield in a bad moment. So this push could have been a lot better, but you didn't have shield at all to split the team because you wasted it before for move speed, I guess. But yeah, unfortunate. And then here they just clean you up, I think, right? They use a lot of ults for it though. But yeah. So for now, big thing I see is cooldown management on Atlas. Just you wanna not use all your cooldowns at once, especially, which you're not doing in this game, but you wanna be a bit smarter with your shields, especially with this talent, and without the shield reset card. Honestly, you're gonna buy Kronos. Resi is really good because of dog IO, like Shalin specifically is the biggest thing on Resi, but the dog, the beams can really also fuck up your rewind timing. You can't rewind because you just got dogged. You just got dog stunned or beamed or Shalined. So good item itemization for now, I think. Probably finish this on Haven. And maybe Kronos. Kronos is not too bad on Atlas. Kronos or Nimble. I really like Nimble on Atlas, even though you already have Mooseby in your thing. Atlas doesn't have any kind of like forward momentum stuff, dashes or anything. So it's nice to have Nimble on him. Allows you to play really aggressive. And on top of it, the way Atlas Rewind works is, I think it's 5 seconds or whatever. Let's say it's 5 seconds. So if you have base speed, how much Nimble? 20%. So base speed, let's say you do 20 meters per that's a lot. Let's say you travel 10 meters on base speed. With Nimble 3, you'll travel 20% more. So you get those 10 meters, plus you get like an extra 2.1 meters, right? So for Atlas, having Nimble allows you to create more space before you rewind and come back to your original position. So that's why I really like Nimble on Atlas. If you're doing like the space making stuff, like the running in, which, I mean, you're not playing Deja Vu. That's more of a Deja Vu thing. But it's always good for this. Plus now your ult, you have a lot of move speed in it because they changed the way it works. So that's not too bad either. But yeah, Kronos or Nimble, really good. I think you'd want defense. I don't think you want both. So having a bit of Haven allows you to really trade with them pretty well. And finishing Korra obviously against double support and against anything now because Korra is so mediocre. It's pretty good. Alright, let's see. Alt wise, you have alts. What would you look to alt? So Atlas alting, it's all about just isolating characters. Same thing as like when Inara's here and her team's here and you wall like this, you isolate the Inara as a free target. It's the same concept with the ult. You just want to ult the back lane or like the people who don't want to be in the fights and then just kill whoever else. You don't want to ult the Inara, or you don't want to ult anyone in your face, unless the only reason to ult, like if you're here, like the only reason to ult someone here. There's 2 reasons. Either it's to survive because you're low and you want to get out and get healed, or it's if your team needs time to get to you, right? And so you ult here, so your team can take space and set up around him and then insta-kill them afterwards. But instead of ulting someone here, what you want to be doing is maybe ulting, if someone's here also, you ult this guy, take him out the fight, then push this guy in a 2v. Let's say it's 2v2, ult the back guy, push the front guy. Always, like you want to be looking for, for ults on the more separated stuff, so you can isolate whoever's in the front line. An example here, ulting Xin is rough because he has so much cooldowns, but ulting Xin is not too bad because he's quite annoying and you can do a lot of stuff. Alting Nara's not good. Alting the supports, really good, because especially if you ult Furia, freer of all, because Furia has like that burst heal. That's super annoying, and she can do it from any range. But if you take her out the fight and they have no more healing, you can really push hard and not get like, you could push out any of these people and not get the burst heal off, especially the Xin. And if you can ult both supports, pretty good. The problem is if you ult like, let's say these three people, your two targets left are Nara and Xin, which are like really like hard characters to kill. Because Nara's gonna have a Mother's Grace, right? She's just gonna chill with like fucking whatever her damage reduction is. She'll have no healing, which is a positive, but she'll do whatever. And Zin's just gonna counter. He's gonna like counter. He's gonna billow. So the ults are kind of weird in this situation. But yeah, ulting Shalyn's always good. Take him out the fight. And maybe ult like the support, especially Io, because she's pretty easy to push. So if you can ult the Io and set up to insta-kill her after the ult, it's not too bad also. What do you have to watch out for here? Nothing special. If you can ult Shalyn ult, that's crazy though. It's risky, but if you can hit that, really big value.
Capture point spawns in 15 seconds.
Oh, ulting, you can probably ult the Xin ult, but he's probably gonna be aim at you. Oh yeah, also you wanna be looking, oh no, you wanna be looking to keep your rewind, if possible, for the Xin ult. So this way when you hear his fucking Sa start, dude, when this man goes Sa and he's gonna fucking ult you, you just zip and he just wastes his ult because he's playing guillotine. But you don't have to, but it's way preferable if you can somehow save it. Zup sub dum. But yeah. I didn't see how this round started. Let's go back. Alright, so classic setup. Barik didn't go to point this time. They sent Dog to point. Okay. Oops. Okay, so here's our setups here. They have point cap. Your Barik dies. Your Barik doesn't win the fight, so he's not going in. He doesn't die here, but I mean he dies if he goes on point, right? So you did the classic where both teams just oops. Can I write, please? Why is it not letting me write? Oh, it's Shift S, not Control. I'm dumb. So both teams did the thing where they come like this, and this team comes up here. So you're fine. So now you have this cross fight instead of having this spawn to spawn fight, right? Problem with your team comp is you don't win point, as you said before, because you have Barik, because you have solo heal. They have Inara, Io. So they have Inara and Io that can stand on point. Plus they have double healers, so Inara gets extra heals and stuff. So it's really rough. So I said this team wants to play aggressive. Take this cross fight as Atlas. I don't think is worth, because you're not gonna take point control that much. She can just wall and do whatever the fuck. And I think you really want to be like against a team that's gonna be playing point like this and against double support. You really want to be pushing like the flanks and pushing into the supports and being annoying. Because if you play slow, you're not gonna win. And this setup is kind of a slow setup. So here's Atlas. I'd rather you like continue like this, or either you play this side and you pressure them straight up like this. Because you can always like, if you're playing here, you can always come down here, dismount here, play aggressive into them, and then rewind, and then wall if you need the yeah, something. You're gonna get bullied a bit, but yeah, set up like this isn't really not gonna be in your advantage, except if you get like a random insta kill. Decent diagonal wall. I don't know if it brings that much value here. Like the wall was like this. So what you're cutting off? You're cutting off like people down here shooting up here, or people like all the way back here. There's not much value to this wall, I think. This wall really doesn't split anything. You know, it splits front back, but you guys are playing side to side, right?
Nice.
Well, thanks for the follow, Mr. Meow Meow the Destroyer, dude. What a name. But yeah, so this wall, not a big fan of it. Really no intricate value to it. Can I play? Oh, I'm tabbed out. Okay. And yeah, this cross fight is not good. You guys should be like Brimey here is playing a bit aggressive. Maeve is flanking. This is good. I think the Atlas should be playing with the Maeve, or like either you contest this. Atlas is really good into contesting these guys if he has to. You just play here. You can like walk into them, rewind, or like rewind them. Especially if it's a Xin that dashes in, just rewind him. Either you force his counter cooldown so he doesn't get, or his below so he doesn't get rewound, or you rewind him. So win-win. Unless you miss, but don't miss forehead. It's pretty basic. Big Barik ult. Let's see. What are you ulting? Oh, What'd you ult? What you ult? What's this first ult you hit? Let's hope the game doesn't crash. Can I play? Okay, so you come down here, you don't see anything. You go for shooty dog. Yeah, this wall just allows you to play a bit more out, but it doesn't really do much for you. Plus you got walled in. Wow. Alright, ulted Sha, really good ult. Re-ult Sha, I think. Perfect. And then now you just fucking go in and bully. Really good ult, dude. That's really good value. So like the initial start was not the initial position for me was not optimal, but the fact that you had ult and you use it as your like ult position, actually pretty good. So yeah, it's not too bad to get the ult off on the Sha push in. Pretty good. But yeah, there you could have maybe cancelled ult a bit early, but it's cool that you double ulted Sha. Maybe ult someone else in the middle, but you found no one. If you can find someone else and you can just like freeze Sha, freeze support, and freeze Sha again, it's not too bad. But the problem is if you double freeze Sha in and do nothing else, you're also out the fight that whole time, except for like the last 3 seconds when your ult's over, but the Sha gets frozen for like whatever time. So yeah, maybe optimally, obviously in a situation you couldn't find it, but like freeze Sha, freeze someone else, freeze Sha again. Just because I said if you're taking him out the fight, but you're out the fight at the same time, and you're taking damage and he's not because he's banished, there's no real reason to. There's no real advantage to it. Zoom. Oh, Zin's going around. It's free kill, right? Yeah, okay, easy. Okay. Once again, you walled. I don't really know why you walled here. There's no real reason for you to wall here. You're just wasting your cooldown. Now you're gonna have no wall, and now you're gonna have no aggressive rewind, and you're gonna already be in an aggressive position. So let's press 6, dude. So here, I think here oh, maybe you're shooting. I thought you were using your rewind. Your yeah, no, you use it. Okay, so here you've got this done for 10 seconds. You've got this done for potentially another fucking. Wait, can I make this a bit bigger, please? Not that big. It's so sensitive. This wheel's so sensitive, dude. Just let me just change it once. I'm so tilted. Okay, good enough. So here you're gonna have 10 seconds on this thing. You're gonna have 20 plus on this one, and all you're gonna have is your self rewind. But the problem with your self rewind is you're already in an aggressive position. So you're not going from a safe space and coming out and then rewinding back to safety. You're in like a half kind of like line of sight safe space, but not really. And you're gonna play aggressive, and then rewind to it, and then you're gonna be able to get pushed out if you need to get pushed out. So really bad like cooldown management here between the wall and the stuff. But it's whatever. Does your move speed? Wait, how does the move speed work? Is it if you cross the wall? Is it when your wall's up? Yeah, you have to cross your wall, so you don't even get move speed from the wall, I think. So yeah, really bad cooldown management here, in my opinion. Oh, we got a point. No caps. Oh, you saved the IO. That's a feels bad, man. Oh, wait, what the fuck happened this whole point fight? This whole point fight was so messy. Wait, pause, not page up. Okay, so where's Sha? Sha is underneath ulting, Barracks on point, losing point fight. You're going up here to push out the IO. And the Zin's down here. Okay, so one thing you did, if you go back, I'm not gonna go back right now, but you're playing here and you fell back to point. And you ended up stacking on point with Barrack. And you kind of gave them a lot of space to kind of do whatever, and then, boy, you ruined the IO, but whatever. You'd want the Atlas here to be really playing, either you stay here and you play like really aggressive in the back lane or something, or you try and reset up here, or you try and like, yeah, you try and reset immediately up here or something. But I don't know, I don't like falling back to I don't like the reset to point more than like the keep aggression or reset to like some side or something. But you kind of had to here because of your position. But yeah, resetting to point just makes your tank stack, gives them quite a bit of space, and now you guys don't have much space because you're all fallen back in this area. And so the only dangerous line of sights, like you only have like damage on anyone here, anyone in this area, and like kinda here. Like they can play down here safe for now. Shalin's under. Like you really like didn't do much space taking. And like Cassie's getting pushed out. It's like your push out of support just isn't too bad, but you gotta watch out because in double support comps, Like here you have 2 supports. If you push out 1 support and kill him, they still have 1 support and they still have a lot of sustain. So it's really tempting, but it's risky to push that. I guess it's an Io, so she's easy to kill. But while you're doing this, they'll have like both DPS doing dumb shit and getting a lot of value. So you gotta watch out here. I'd rather you have stayed here and contested the Xin push, so Cassie would be fine now. But Cassie now has to 1v2 if the Shine turns around. So yeah, not big fan. Xin just killed her anyway, straight up. He did kill the Io, which I mean you kind of saved the rewind. Unlucky. Zoom zoom. You rewound Inara there, which once again, as I said before, I don't think there's much value in rewinding Inara. Let's see what happened to her. Did this Inara rewind do anything interesting? So here, blah blah blah, you kill that Io. She got healed a lot because fucking double support's fun. Okay, Inara's low, but you're just giving her time to get her cooldowns back. Decent-ish wall. Maybe the wall there have it a bit more like on point, so you can actually use it like this a bit more. But it's okay. And then here I think you just win this. You have rewinds. Yeah, he just killed her easy. Easy. Alright, second point free. I don't think there's much more to say about the end of this game. Let's just keep going, but everything I've said, like usually all the stuff I'll say in the first round, and then on the future push, it's not gonna be there's not gonna be as much stuff to say. Now all good, easy life. We got the push going. We're zoning pretty hard in their spawn. Once again, zooming up deep. Let's see how you use your wall here. You can rewind the Inara if you want for the space reason. Nope. Yeah, overall decent here. You could have maybe rewound Inara here or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what were your cooldowns. What were you doing here? Can I please go on... What? It's not letting me go on your POV? Oh, you did? It's not letting me change POVs. What? Game, please. Okay. You're playing all up here, you got all your cooldowns, pretty cool. You want to save your cooldowns for the overtime moments, if possible, or like the end of push. Right now you're just zoning up. All GG's. You don't use your ult, which is good, obviously. Yeah, here I think for this overtime touch, for example, Inara, she's going to use her right click immediately. Oh, you used... Wait, when did you use your rewind? What happened? Where did your rewind go? Wait, where did the rewind go? I didn't see. I actually don't know where the rewind went. I am very confusion. So this is before, you're farming them, Inara dies here, you're getting push. All good, insta kills because they're feeding for the reason. They should not be coming out of spawn right now. Where's this rewind go? Do you try and rewind Inara immediately here? Oh, that's what happens. Okay, yeah. It's not too bad. It's risky though, because she still has the cooldown, so she could insta. But yeah, if you get the rewind, you send it back to spawn. It's annoying. But it's safer to wait for her to use right click and then rewind her from this position. But yeah, not too bad. And you guys just win this point. Easy life. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Let's go back. Next round. Let's see if you win this round. Or what happens. Okay. So here, pretty standard positions. Inara's flanking. I don't really know. Okay. I'm just going for the play. You're going for very early ult. Did you ult because you saw something, or did you just ult because you want to ult? Let's see. Play. So is this just a... I want ult? Yeah, you just pre-ulted. Okay. I don't know if there's any value to pre-ulting like this. And here you get no value from freezing Inara. You get no big value from your ult here. So yeah, no real reason to have ulted there. I'd rather you just keep your mount and push through. 'Cause especially with mount, especially when you have your horse, if you keep your horse and you just fucking I can't see. And you just run through fucking deep and fuck. Dude, these 5 seconds of mount speed, and then you rewind so fucking deep, dude. If you can get like a lot of info and a lot of space control with mount, it's really good. Also, if you're still mounted, you could be like, I don't know, down here doing some fucking dumb shit from behind, or you could like contest, come back down here, contest the flank. So yeah, I don't really like the insta ult. No real reason to. We haven't identified anything, and it kind of fucks you up. You do deny their push. Like if you were here and you ulted, it like makes them stop and stay there instead of pushing through, which like kind of loses the time. And maybe Inara's isolated and she gets shot, or maybe she wastes her cooldown while her team does nothing, and so then they're gonna have their cooldowns desynced and not be able to do much because they're not gonna be on the same page. But yeah, for now, not a big fan of the ults. Let's see, let's have a look at this wall. Is this wall any good? This wall's pretty decent. You're saving yourself. You're kind of gonna get fucked though. I wonder if you knew he was there. This wall's not too bad for your team. This is like I said before, where now your team can like walk out and play here. And just fight anyone out here, or like walk out here and shoot down there. You're trying to wall, you're walling for yourself, it's rough. You're probably gonna die here. I don't see you surviving this. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like your initial position coming here and ulting, you just wasted a lot of time and did nothing. And they got a lot of space value out of it. Defense this side. Alright. Anything interesting on defense? Early wall. You walled before your team was here, I think. So now your team's gonna come back, and now when you're gonna be able to fight, you won't have wall at all. Which, big sad, big sad. And your team's going deep. Also, maybe... so, I think you can probably rewind Xin when he's ulting someone. It's rough though, you gotta do it very fast. But that could be a good thing to use also. Like, there, Barret got Xin ulted, which I mean, whatever. But yeah, here's just stagger, especially if this Maeve dies. It's just stagger and you're gonna have to hold... If this Maeve dives, you're gonna have to play defense over here. And they have a bit of a better long range because of Shalin. But you do have Maeve and Cassie, which is 2 people that can fight long range compared to Xin. But Zin's just gonna play down here and be fucking annoying or something. So yeah, let's see if this Maeve... If this Maeve doesn't get the kill, you're gonna have to set up defense here. And then the Atlas, I don't know where I want him to play. You can play down here and push out like this and get the rewind here, and also be able to wall effectively. You can wall off like the high ground and yourself or something. You can play up here and get a bit of snipes and get some support from behind. But yeah, I don't want you to play down here though. That's where Barret should be. Which I mean, fucking, if Barret was a tank, that'd be nice. Yeah, Maeve dies. So now we just have to save our cooldowns and wait. Actually, it's a 4v4. But you do have Barret, I don't know. You really just want to save your cooldowns and just wait. You're stacking with the other tank. I mean, you want to kill Nara, that's why. What's happening? We're pushing up. Are we gonna get a lot of zoning here? Here's just kill chasing. Nothing too special. We're vibing. Let's pause. I want to see what items you have. What's up, Enderleon, by the way? Ooh. You went Bulldozer for the dog. You went Resi. You went Nimble. I respect it. Chronos would be good, but Nimble, as I said, pretty interesting also. Is Bulldozer? I guess it's for dog and Inara wall. I don't know if you need it. I'd rather Barret have it, but you know, it's ranked. You can't re-choose. Elite kills family? No problem, dude. But yeah. Overall, oh, you zoned up deep. Okay, wait, let's see what happened there. This zoning was a bit too deep though. Yeah, it's kinda weird how far you guys went. Oh, he rewound Inara. What's gonna happen here? How'd you get baited? Did everyone chase and not watch? Yeah, no one watches respawns. See what happens is a classic, dude. When you have advantage and everyone starts zoning up and trying to push people, they don't pay attention to the respawn timers, and so now all 5 people respawn and they're gonna be here fast because they have horses, right? They're gonna be fucking grip and get onto you guys really fast because of horses. So you're gonna get caught out in this transition zone, as I explained the other day. The transition zone is from one safe space to another safe area. So here, like, you guys are up. Like, this is safe if your spawn is this side. Like behind this back here is kind of safe or something. But you guys can be up here and you're gonna have to like back out all this space before being safe. And you're Atlas, so you don't have a back out potential. So as Atlas, if you want to zone, I don't know. If you're gonna be chasing, I like being up here because you can get like a lot of you can dismount from a distance and you can wall if you have to. You can play up here. You can use the crystal to maybe like drop here, wall like this or do something. But yeah, here you just your team, the whole team just gonna get baited and just die zoning, which isn't too bad. But the fact that your the payload's here means you're gonna give up the choke very hard. Like now, Barrack just died. By the time Barrack respawns, the payload's gonna be 80%. Like payload's gonna be like down here. Yeah, by the time I need to change these keybinds by the way. But yeah, by the time Barrack respawns, it's gonna be like payload's gonna be like fucking here or something. And by the time he touches, it's gonna be here. So it's gonna be really rough for the defense. They are using Fury ult for the push, which in a 2-3 situation, if you're the team with 2, you don't want to be using ults. Because let's say you use your ults to get the push, right? And cool, now you got 3-3, but now you get 3-3 against 5 ults. Against whatever you guys have, less than 5, right? So you guys have less than 5 ults. So now it's going to be a 3-3 situation where everything's fair except for the ult charges, where your team's going to have less ult charges. So the free ult for the push is probably going to get the push, but is it worth it? Probably not, unless she charges the ult really fast. How's my stream been? It's been very mediocre, dude. We've had really bad games, drop hacks. It's been not that interesting. Pretty sad. The weekend feels kind of like a waste of a stream weekend. I haven't really done much for it. I haven't felt like I've done much progress. Yesterday I wanted to do cool stuff and then kind of had a headache also. But the game's been, I feel like since PPC streams, like the games have been so bad. I don't know why since Thursday. Everything's been so mediocre. Maybe it's because my elo's like so trash now that I get put in bad lobbies. Oh, Maeve got a kill. Wait, stabilization. How did Maeve get a kill? Maeve should not have gotten a kill. Alright, let's see. Is this wall any good? What does this wall do for you? I don't know if I like it that much. This wall allows you to play like this, but it allows Nara to be pushing payload, and like she can choose which side she wants to fight on if she has to. So you never want to be putting the wall on the enemy, right? Because then they can just walk through it super easy. So here, once again, just a classic, like a sideways wall like this would not have been too bad. This way Xin can come out here, but he can't do much. He has to come out exposed if he wants to do anything. Up here, same thing. Your Cassie can play in here and just like fight someone there, but if someone wants to fight, they have to come out way in the open. What's up, Rostan? Thanks for the follow. And the Nara is going to be in the open, and she's going to have all this space before she can do anything. She can't shoot you back, you can shoot them. So like a wall like this would have been, if you can get perfect, I'd say a bit in this doorway, outside here, and then away from point. So like this. Oops. So zoom. Like this, something like this would have been the best, probably. You deny all this space, because you have to walk out very far in the open to get any damage done. You allow your Cassie to play up here, you deny them pushing out here, because they have to go in the open, and Nara, same thing, she has to go in the open to do anything to you. So yeah, I don't like this wall. It's a, I mean, obviously you're not playing for your team all that much because it's ranked, and you're most focused on your survival, but yeah, not the most optimal walls. And now you're gonna have, let's see what your cooldowns are at. So you've got no aggressive rewind and no wall. So what you're gonna have to do here, if you can either play defensive and play safe, or you're gonna have to try and make space. Fuck, I don't know which choice I'd make. Like right now, because you only have one cooldown left, so you have to waste time to get your cooldowns back. So I'd say if you can, try and play aggressive off here, just do dumb shit and then just rewind. And this zones out this whole people, gives you this extra time of you have like 7 seconds before your aggressive rewind comes back. So you wanna waste those 7 seconds. So you wanna be pushing into them, to make space, rewind so you can use your cooldown while you wait for the other cooldown. And then you're gonna have the aggressive rewind. So if they come in here, you can rewind them, or you can rewind the Inara if she's low, or something, I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, you've got no cooldown, so you gotta like either hard chill and wait for them, but you might get pushed in, or you're the one that's proactive and you push into them because you know you can come back. Because if you're just sitting here and you self rewind on yourself, you might have more HP, but like you're still like not in a great position if they're like stacking on you, you know. So you want to be making the space for yourself. But let's see how this works out. Okay, yeah. I mean, you got healed. It's not too bad. You do have self heal. You have to keep in mind that you're playing with a Genos, so you don't get too many heals. Overall good now. Now everyone's low. Okay, this is a pretty good wall. Okay, let's pause. So this wall, really nice because it isolates the Inara, allows your team to fucking hard push the Inara. Like here, Cassie can, or like whoever, yeah, Maeve, whoever, anyone can play even up here to kill the Inara, even if she's this way. It cuts off all of these people because they have to walk out here if they want to do anything, and then they're in the open. So this wall, really nice. Once again, isolates Inara from the rest of the team. Forces the flank to be in the open to get any value instead of being able to like sit back here and just slice and be safe. And then here it doesn't help the high ground, but no one's playing high ground, so it's not too bad. But yeah, really good wall here. Inara used her wall defensively, but Inara used all her cooldowns at once also, I think. I think Inara had used her wall and her right click, so she's gonna have to... Yeah, Inara's got no cooldowns. Inara's so dead. Actually, no, she's getting a right click back in 3 seconds. Okay. So if she can chill behind this wall a bit, she might be okay, but we'll see. I really like this wall though. This was a really good wall from Carl. Yeah, no, it's late game. Inara's not going to survive that. And now you just easy focus everyone. You're just wasting a lot of time on the side by rewinding. All good. By using cooldowns correctly. That rewind for the fun. Okay, not too bad. This is probably going to be the same. This point fight's probably going to be not very different from the rest. So we might go by fast. Let's see. Let's delete this fucking dot in the middle of our screen also. Okay, so which side? This is your side. Let's look at the map like this. Oh, actually, let's look at the map like this. And let's go. Might type into the game, please.
Capture point spawns in 15 seconds.
Right. Oh wait. What the fuck is happening here with the teams? So Mei's on the flank. So this must have been a call because everyone's doing it. So what is the plan here? The plan here could be play aggressive on right side. As Maeve gets the flank, you wall like this, I guess, something. I don't really know what you'd want to wall like. Maybe like this. Nah, that gives them space. If you can walk up, actually if you can wall like this, it allows your team to play a bit more aggressive. So here maybe the plan is go right side. You're gonna rewind the Inara so she's alone. So these people are alone and she's all the way at the back, and then you can wall if you have to and just play aggressive into them. I'm guessing. This might be a good plan. And the Maeve's flanking so she can get value if anyone's there, if everyone's looking at you. So rewind Inara, she gets zoomed back to spawn, really good. Wait, what's Cassie doing? Why is Cassie playing defensive? She got scared. Cassie's playing way too passive here. Inara's coming back. That rewind really good because Inara's mounted, so she got rewound super far, and now she's coming back in when her team's coming out, so they're completely desynced. Like instead of being like one force double pushing, oh, that's can't really see that color. Instead of being one force double pushing right now, what happened is Inara's pushing in, sent back, right? So now just one force pushing in, and now when these guys are running away, Inara's one pushing in. So it's you really desync them. It's like respawns almost when you have like staggers and stuff. You virtually stagger them because now Inara's in, Shah's out. So now Inara has no cooldowns because she used the cooldowns before. I don't know why, but yeah, she's gonna come in. She's gonna be alone. You can bully the Inara. Now the Inara is gonna be low. Let's say she survives. Let's say if she dies, you would just want to stagger because it's a 5v4 now. If she doesn't die, she has to back out. And now she's 1 HP and she's out the fight when Charlene and stuff are going to want to play in. So you're going to win a lot of time with this at least. Overall pretty good. And you still have your cooldowns. Do you have you still have wall and, yeah, you still have wall and stuff cooldown. Pretty good for now. Pretty good overall. Let's unpause. And now you just. Oh, Maeve got ulted though. That's pretty sad. But yeah, now you do have a lot of space to play with. What happened to Nara? Did she get off mapped? Did Nara just fall off the map? What? What? What happened to Nara? Oh, Nara just fell off the map. Feels bad, man. Okay, you're ulting. Oops. So you're ulting right now as Atlas. What are you ulting? Let's see. Let's have a look. Back, no crashies, please. Okay. So you rewind the Nara straight up. Really good. Desync them. Give yourself a lot of space. You ult here. I really think these ults are a bit too early. Oh, this ult would have been super nice if it hits, dude. If it saves the Maeve. But yeah, right now you're ulting, but I don't think you're gonna get a lot of value from it. Like, you're gonna hit from here, people on point, or people playing like here or here. Which, I mean, Xin is playing here, but you don't expect them to be there too much. So I'd rather maybe you come out here and then use your ult from here. Because if you come up here and you ult, whew, imagine you'd have got the ult on this guy, ult on this guy, ult on this guy from this angle. If you come out this way. I mean, Inara fell off the map, which would have denied you more space. You couldn't have been able to play here. But yeah, you would have had a lot of fucking way better ult angles from here. And you've been scared of falling into the water also, which is not fun, but yeah. I don't love this ult position that much, because it really doesn't give you much. It allows you to ult there, if they're playing cross, which isn't too bad. And ult down here, if someone's playing down here, but as I said, people should not be playing down here. They should be playing, like, if everyone's playing down here, they're either going to be, well, Zin's ulting here, but they're either going to be, like, under here, looking for a push or something, or they're going to be playing, like, back here, looking to shoot point or shoot there, using this as safety, right? Using this whole pillar thing as safety. And just going to be standing here. If his Shadow's going to have his, like, amazing bow over here. So yeah, for this ult play, way better if you can get some space up and come out here. And also, if you use the crystal, you can move in, you can freeze people, and then you can rewind back. It's scary using this crystal to rewind though, because you might rewind onto the crystal thing and you don't know how it's gonna work. It might drop you, it might save you, who knows, dude. But yeah, let's see. So you do get the support ult, which is really good. Best fan art, just want to address that. Best fan art, dude. Didn't wear my mouse also. I didn't even use my thing, dude. I didn't even use my amazing graphics tablet to make a look at this. Look at this. Oof. Look at this amazing bow, dude. Oh. This is Elvish. It's from Lord of the Rings. And then you gotta give a nice handle for the people to hold. Amazing, dude. And the arrow has to be all nice, dude. It's a spirally arrow. Amazing, dude. Okay. Alright, so you got the Furia, you take out the fights, which is really good. Oh, you're kind of bad. Do you have cooldowns? Oh, you have cooldowns. You're vibing, dude. Oh, you might get frozen though. Ooh. What's your items? Oh yeah, bullets and stuff. Okay. Let's hope you don't die here. Oh, doesn't die. He's a god. And you rewind back to safety. That's a really good rewind timing. So you see, he was in danger. He pushed people. He was in danger already. He rewinds. He's back in safety on high ground. Perfect. Perfect timing on the rewinds. Really good. Alright, so now what's the situation? How much cooldowns do you have? You still have your big shield, which is really good. So here you just play normal. You just save your big shield for their re-engage. And so you can isolate the Nara once again. Or isolate someone by using your shield, like, let's say they push it in like this and here. Use your shield like this. Fucks up anyone playing up here. Fucks up anyone playing down here. They have to touch. You just shoot whoever's touching. Pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, let's see what's happening here. Please don't use your wall for no reason. Carlito Sagan. Nice, holding onto your cooldowns, perfect. Pushing the Nara. Ooh, nice, had the rewind. I see that wall. Oh, that worked out, but that wall was very weird. That wall wasn't the best. So, the reason this wall wasn't good, obviously it's a rushed wall, and you just did it to try and survive or whatever. But I just want to go over wall theory.
Time to stop that guy.
Okay, so the reason this wall isn't good, what's up Noriko? How you doing? Is because you're trying to play defensive off of it, so you want to have it here, so you can play outside this corner if you have to, and you can back up to the corner, but they have to push up. Right now, the way the wall is, Xin could play around this corner still, and still fight you. So you're not forcing Xin to the open necessarily. He is coming into the open, but he could fight you like normal, and this wall really doesn't do much. So here, if the wall was like, the wall was like this, obviously, it allows you to play out here to bully the Xin, and then if Xin pushes, you can fall back around the corner or something. But the Xin can't play safe against you if the wall's like this. But with this wall, very bad. Gives them space. So yeah, always walls. The best thing you can do is imagine you have cover. Imagine you have cover, the enemy has cover. You just want to have the wall like between, so you can walk out your cover a bit. You don't want it behind the enemy cover, you don't want it too close to the enemy cover, because Xin, if it's too close here, Xin could play here and come out and shoot you and come back. So like having it here is not too bad. Or like diagonal like this, so it really gives them too much space to walk into the open. Zoom zoom, zoom zoom. And then you should win this. This is a win, right? Easy win. Really good game. I really like Atlas. Atlas is a really interesting character to review, because he's all about cooldown management and like all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Positioning cooldowns. Overall nice. So let's see. Takeaways from the game. I don't think there's anything too fancy to take away. Better cooldown management potentially, especially with the big wall. Especially if you're playing like the big wall talent, or like you're playing big wall, because you have like 21-second cooldown on it, which is nuts, dude. So if you waste it, it's like you get like 2 per minute. So if you waste it, it's crazy. Let's see. On Atlas, try and have your cooldowns. I'm on this scene. Oh, because you didn't do this. Okay. On Atlas, try and have your your cooldown staggered. It's like Inara. If you just come up and you throw all your cooldowns at once, then you have nothing left. Right? So so yeah, on Atlas you wanna like, maybe you wanna play first. You wanna use your wall. Then when your wall's down, you wanna rewind whoever's coming forward, and then when that's gone, then you wanna play aggressive and rewind yourself. Actually no, I'd rather play aggressive first. So you wanna wall, because that's the longest cooldown, right? That's 20 seconds. So you wanna wall that, use wall first. When the wall is down, the 20-second timer starts. You play aggressive. Let's say you run into them for like 3-4 seconds and you rewind. That's 4 seconds down. Now they play aggressive into you. You rewind them. That's another 5-6 seconds, let's say, total. So now your wall's only got 10 seconds cooldown left, and you're gonna get your other cooldowns back quickly. If you use your wall last, then you got. I guess it would work if you play aggressive. Yeah, it could work also if you play aggressive and then rewind and then use wall. You get your thing back. Also, you can use multiple things, but you always want to stagger your cooldowns. If you use everything at once, let's say you wall, and as you wall, you're running and you rewind, and then someone pushes you and rewind them. You have normal cooldowns for 10 seconds, and you just shooty bot, and they can just push you super easily. But yeah, pretty good game. Anything? Any questions from anyone from our 15 view bots in chat? Radio Groot, please. Also, we'll see. I'm gonna open reviews now, but yeah, anyone? Anything? Oh, we're good to go. Viewbots? Everyone's a viewbot. Let me make more chocolate.